everyone, Kay Michelle here. I am a luxury jewelry and luxury handbag enthusiast. Today I've got a Cartier love ring review. I've had mine for nearly 3 years now, and I'm going to be going over some pros, cons, close-ups, and talking about the different options that they have. If you like luxury jewelry and handbags and style, I think you might like it here, so please consider joining and coming back. Thanks so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Quick and close-up Cartier love ring review. This was a requested video, so thank you so much for requesting. So this is the 18 karat yellow gold Cartier love ring. This is in the original width, and so that's 5.5 millimeters. I've had mine for almost 3 years, so a little over 2.5 years, and I have worn this daily and as a thumb ring, as I mentioned. So it's 18 karat gold, so it's 75% gold. So it is softer, but you wouldn't know it. It's very well constructed, and for me, when I first tried it on at the store, it was love at first sight, and I bought it immediately. So this is not my most expensive piece of jewelry. However, other than my wedding ring, it's probably my favorite jewelry item. I absolutely love it, and that even means maybe even more so than my bracelet, which is crazy given the fact that it's like less than $2,000. So in this review video, I'm going to cover pros, cons. I'm going to share a 3-year close-up of it, or almost 3-year close-up. I'm going to talk about the available options. I went on really for 3 different things. I wanted to try the Cartier Tank Francais watch. I wanted to try the love cuff, and I wanted to try this ring as a thumb ring specifically. I had a great sales associate and a really good luxury experience the first time. I didn't feel rushed at all. It was pre-COVID, so it wasn't like you needed an appointment or anything. And it was the last thing that I was trying on for my trip. And as soon as I put it on my thumb, the right size on my thumb, I told him, hey, I want this. This is mine. Don't put it back in the case. And I loved it so much that after having it like a month or so, I ended up going to Manhattan to visit him, and I bought the white gold version, but I ended up returning it because of a couple reasons I'll discuss a little bit later. On to pros. I think the most obvious thing is the look, or the aesthetic of the piece. It's simple, it's clean. And so to me, I just love this. It's like no frills. It's iconic. I think it goes with everything. I wear it every day. There are times where I don't even put on my wedding ring, but like I'll put my Cartier love ring on. Kind of another pro, and you can take this as you wish, but it's instantly recognizable by people in the luxury community, or even people that just have a bit of an understanding of Cartier, maybe not even like luxe addicts like ourselves. People don't recognize it quite as much as they do the bracelet, but it is very eye-catching. Another pro to it is comfortable. I think, and it was designed that way in mine, so even though it just looks like it's straight, it's actually finished pretty comfortably. It's not like what, there's like specific designs in jewelry that are called like comfort edge or comfort bands. This is not that, but it might as well be. It's just as comfortable, even though it's not rounded. They have definitely designed it that way. So versus like Chanel's Coco Crush, which I love, and I might get that, so don't judge. But I'm not gonna lie, the Coco Crush is not finished nearly as well as this. And whenever I went to try on the Coco Crush, that was one of the reasons I was like, I think I'm just gonna go with another Cartier for now until I've built even more of my collection, and then I might go for a Coco Crush for a different look. And then lastly, wearing is it a thumb ring? I just really liked it. I thought it looked a little bit different. I like for my jewelry to stand out a little bit more, and I just really like not looking super classic and having different and unique pieces. And obviously these are some pretty luxury staples, but I just like being a little bit different. But those are really, so it's really around the look, the aesthetics, the fact that it's recognizable, the fact that people know that it's Cartier. It is very well constructed, it's comfortable, and it inspires others, I think. And then lastly, the fact that I think wearing it as a thumb ring makes it a little bit different and a little bit edgy. So I like that as like my
Just a couple of other pros I forgot to mention was Cartier does provide a great luxury experience, not like some design houses where you don't really feel like you're welcome there, or you're gracing them with your that they're gracing you with their presence. Cartier definitely keeps a customer experience in mind, and they have a great customer experience. Also, investment and resale value are huge here. For most of their love ring designs, you can get your value out of, you can get your money back out of that, or almost your money back out of that, because of how popular they have been and how long they've been around. And then it's a great value, and it's really a good entry-level price point. I mean, I know it's still expensive, but considering if you want to try out a luxury jewelry brand, I think the Love Ring is an excellent way to go to see and to test your test how you like it, and if you're okay with the value that's provided.
As far as cons go, I think it's even more prone to scratching than any other ring that I have, because of this very flat design. And as you can see, I haven't polished mine. I've just cleaned it, but it is pretty scratched up. And I know I said I was going to do that next, but I might as well show you kind of what this looks like versus obviously the inside of the ring. It was much shinier than this, and even I would say my cuff is probably a little bit shinier, but I don't care. I love this ring, guys. I love it. So because of that flat design, it is going to be even more prone to scratches. Two, it can be, you might consider this the same con. I'm not. It can be damaged kind of easy. So it is 18 karat. 18 karat is a soft gold, and so you have to be careful. Two things come to mind when I think about like how careful I have to be. One of them is lifting weights. I actually have to remember to take this off and find a place to hide it in my car, or put it in my keys, or put it in my gym bag. Sometimes I'll wear it like if I don't think I'm gonna have like super heavy weights, or if I'm using the machines. But if I'm doing free weights, then it's better for me to take it off. And then if you're, this is gonna sound crazy, but like if you're opening anything like barehanded, like a Coke, like sometimes I'll like actually like take it off and like open something if I need to. So like that's something that can be kind of annoying. And then lastly, the thumb sizing can be tricky. I actually sized this to go onto this finger, this thumb, and it worked perfectly this way for 2 or 3 months. And as you can see, I'm struggling with it now because I ended up, you can't see them, but I now have calluses on both sides of my thumb from taking this ring off and on every day. And with that, I used to wear my cuff over here because that's where I wanted to wear my cuff, but because I like the way it looks kind of together, this look and this cohesiveness over here, I end up having to switch my cuff, which kind of messes with my whole watch plan and my whole wrist plan, but that's okay. But this ended up getting too small after about maybe 6 months. I noticed the problem probably 3 months in or so, like I mentioned, but after like 6 months, it was just too hard. And I did just get the chance to put this on there, but then this little light box, it is hot, and so obviously I'm swelling up. But I really recommend sizing one size up if you're going to wear it on your thumb versus how it fits on you in the store. I just so happen to have it to where this one already is one size, every finger over here is one size smaller than my right hand, which I think is pretty consistent among most people, but because I'm right-handed, and so this tends to be one size smaller on every single, from like a English or French sizing. From like a US sizing, I'm usually a 1/4 to a 1/2 size smaller on this hand. And so thankfully, I did not size it for this finger because I would have ended up having to sell it and like buy another one. But I would recommend, if you're gonna put it on your thumb and you've never worn a thumb ring before, assume you're gonna get calluses and size it up 1. And you can always have a jeweler go in and add a bead to it if you don't end up getting calluses. They can add a couple of like gold beads in there to make it a little bit snugger. But I do think that it can be tricky. I ended up getting lucky that I could switch fingers and that I sized it for my bigger hand. So if I ever sell this, it's just because I want to put it on this and I want to buy another one. But I love this ring. I'm never gonna not have this ring. Okay, so then I'm gonna do a close-up. And then I'm going to pull away from here and talk about options. So hold on, let me grab my polishing cloth so I can show you. Okay, so I polished it up. I don't know if it's gonna really make that big of a difference. It looked like it was making a big difference, but now I'm like, maybe it looks the exact same. But this is after about 2 years and 8 months or so. And as you can see, it's got a lot of scratches on it, but I still love it. And obviously the design is still there. But anyways, that is a close-up of the ring. And lastly, I'm going to talk about options.
So just wanted to go over some of the options with you. So I've got 3 different pages. This first page concentrates on the love ring in the original width or slightly larger, so 5.5 to 6.5 millimeters, which is the one that you've seen previously in the video. The very first column is the no diamond, so that's my version. One thing to note is for Cartier's love ring range and for their love range period, their white gold is not rhodium plated unless it has diamonds with it. So that very first column, my particular piece in white gold, which I actually did return because of this, is not rhodium plated. Everything else to the right of it, because it does have diamonds in it, is rhodium plated. So just want to make note of that if you're looking for a very bright white gold look. Next is you've got a 3 diamond love ring version, you've got a 6 diamond love ring version. X3 on the right hand side or pavés. So you've got a very thick pavé with 3 different rows of diamonds. It's about 0.7 carats, and you see the prices there. It only comes on the Cartier website. It shows it only comes in yellow and rose gold. They might have more in store, and then of course, whenever you're looking on the pre-loved market or even in store, whenever they have some older versions, you can find things that aren't listed here. So want to make that note as well. And then the last 2 columns are if you want an even more blinged out version. You've got your diamond pavé love ring. Diamond pavé versions you can sometimes find slightly cheaper, but the original ones and the larger point size diamonds but with less diamonds, those tend to be just at retail, so you can't really save a ton going the pre-loved route. So this next chart shows the thinner love ring. So this is around the 3.6 to almost 5 millimeter mark. Cartier calls this specific subset of their love ring the wedding band. And so I've got those models that I've seen that are active and that are current on their website. So the first one is the one without diamonds. Again, same thing about the white gold. It will look a little bit of as like a steely gray color. It is not going to be a bright white. You have to go with diamonds if you want to get that bright white look, or you can go with platinum. In this thinner love wedding band size, you can also get a 1 diamond and an 8 diamond version, which are pretty great prices, but considerably less than the original with love wedding ring that is offered. And the next 2 are actually pavé options that you have. You've got the diamond pavé, the one that has the 88 diamonds on 3 rows, relatively low carat weight for the price in my opinion. And then you've got the love ring small model. Or you can then go for the other small model, which is a little bit thinner. It is still a pavé look. It's a lot less in price, and you get 2/3 of the same carat weight that you would have gotten. So gives you that pavé look, but with a slightly thinner band. And finally, this last chart is just to show you some of the other options that they've got available that aren't widely talked about, but check them out on Cartier's website or check them out in the store. They're quite beautiful and quite interesting and unique. Well, I hope this helps you make any decisions if you're looking to purchase your next love ring. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. I really appreciate you watching, and have a blessed day. Goodbye.